All right, everybody, we are back for another episode. It's here, man. These NBA finals have been amazing. You hear the music. We are back. We're in the it's almost like we back in the Rona garage here for these NBA finals 2021, you know what I'm saying? High off the glass. You see Coach Hill throw it up. You see the logo in the back, you know what I'm saying? You know how we do. We are basketball fiends, okay? And we are here to talk basketball. We are super excited about it today. I'm glad my brother, Coach Hill, was able to make it. You know what I'm saying? This dude, he's got the schedule, y'all. He's forever coaching teams and following games and doing this. So just for us to get this man in the basketball garage today,
actively coaching.
Shit, he was a little bit.
Once a coach, you're always a coach.
Pretty much. But we are here. Spark that shit.
Always coaching different kids you come in contact with.
Day after Game 1, NBA Finals. Day after Game 5. To me, I think it's the most epic game. I know it's so much has happened in these finals so far. We had Game 1, which was not that spectacular. Milwaukee kept it somewhat close, but it ended up being a victory for Phoenix. And we had Game 2, our live watch party, which was amazing. You guys see it. Boom. That was it. We did our thing for that. So Game 2 again. Milwaukee kept it close, but Phoenix did their thing and they held them down. But again, the series shifted and it changed once it got to Milwaukee. They did what they're supposed to do. Phoenix went on their home court. Milwaukee came in. They won on their home court. So now the series is officially starting. Are you one of the people that believe that phrase that says the final don't start until somebody wins on the road?
Of course, because that's what elite teams do.
Right.
Elite teams win on the road. Right. Doesn't really matter about it. Shouldn't at this point home court advantage shouldn't even make a difference because these are supposed to be the best of the best. When you're the best of the best. Playing on the road don't matter.
True.
When you're a real team, it's really elite team,
right? And that's how it's been so far. And everybody held serve until tonight. I mean, until last night, Milwaukee came into that Footprint Center, whatever they keep changing their name and stuff. What is it? They went in that Suns Arena and they gave it to them boys. I think that to me personally. That was the best game of the finals by far, and I think it was the best finals game I've seen in a couple years. I'll just go ahead and say that. I don't know. I guess the last one probably would be Cleveland, Golden State, but I think that was the best finals I've seen in a minute. Your thoughts? Your last finals game? That's one that you've seen in a while.
No, hell no.
Oh, okay, give me one better than.
Anthony Davis hitting a game winner and yelling Kobe in the Kobe jerseys last year.
To me, again, once you get in the shot, you're not even in the shot.
You asked for a better game. That's a nail biting game.
That wasn't a better game though because it didn't have the pressure of. It was bubble. It was like we said before. It was glorified intramurals.
No.
It was.
You said that.
Yeah, you said
AAU. It was the equivalent.
It was glorified AAU. That's all it was. That's what it was. A level. It was a few levels above that. I mean,
this is what I'm saying.
No fans, no travel, no adversity.
Right. Like no travel. No travel. We're all on an even playing field.
Mm-hmm.
So what's wrong with being on an even playing field? If we're all on an even playing field, we don't have to travel.
Because
now we get to see who really is the best of the best.
You didn't see who was the best of the best because you didn't have the normal issues that you have in a normal NBA finals or a normal playoff. Travel, someone being hurt, somebody getting sick.
Players hurt.
What is it? Well, yeah, you had that. I'm sorry. What is it?
Only thing that was missing was fans and travel.
Fans and travel, and then the adversity that comes with that. Sometimes there's issues that come with that type of stuff. That is a big part of what goes on in the game or what goes on in the playoffs. Is that shit you won't? I thought you knew how to roll. What happened? Damn, bro, waste my shit, dog. Damn.
You don't want to use these bullshit codes.
Shit, it ain't bullshit. They raw papers. I thought you said you know how to roll them.
And I did. and it ain't burning.
Oh,
that's why I don't mess with these. That's why I mess with tobacco.
You don't know how to roll them shit. Let me see that shit, man. So dude over here wasting my shit, y'all. Yeah, damn. How the fuck? Yeah, to me, yeah, you have to have that. You have to have that travel. You have to have that. You know, you got.
You don't have to. No.
You do. It's not going to be. It's not going to be accurate.
This is the point. This is the point I'm trying to make.
It's not going to be accurate.
Point, you didn't have. You couldn't have it because of the pandemic. That's what was going on. You couldn't have that. So once again, that makes it like a real tournament, like the NCAA tournament. It's played on neutral floors. You do have home fans that come in that have tickets, but it's on a
lot of home fans.
It's on a neutral floor, point blank. Whether or not a team travels good or not, it's still a neutral floor.
Yeah.
When you have a neutral floor, you take out that travel aspect. We're on a level playing field. The best of the cream of the crop is going to rise to the top, or you're going to get a team that's going to get hot like Miami did. And they're going to make a long run.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that happen in real tournaments.
It does, but when you have ideal conditions, no adversity, no travel, no fans, and you have rookies, which Miami did, it's easier for them to go off. But more importantly,
Miami's team with long rookies.
Those were the people that did it for him: Jimmy Butler and Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero.
Butler's not a rookie.
No. Jimmy Butler and the two rookies, those two dudes, who this year did nothing, nothing. But what is it? Get back to
that validates my point. Like I was saying, you have a team that gets hot and goes all the way to the finals in tournaments. That happens, like Miami did. They're from the beginning.
You're not going to have
from the beginning of the tournament. Miami was not a team that you would think that would have made the finals.
Let's just put it like this. Do you think that same Miami team, that if they didn't have to deal with last year and they didn't have to have all those extra games and then come back and have that short rest and then start the season over, do you think that Miami team would have went to the NBA Finals this year out of the East?
If they would have had a proper
same exact Miami team, do you think they would have went to the finals?
You saying if they would have had a proper offseason and not
Yeah.
They had a really good shot of going back to the finals.
No, ain't no way. Especially with the East better than what they are. No, that's not true. All right, so with this game, are you finally ready to admit, because you are not hitting the shot at all?
I'm not finally ready to admit what.
Are you finally ready to admit what is it? How wrong you were about the Milwaukee Bucks? Are you there yet, or no? You still can't do that.
They still overrated. They still not that good.
They still overrated and not that good. And these motherfuckers proved you wrong every round, because I don't think you even had them. You probably didn't even have them beat Miami. But they proved you wrong every round.
And they're playing
every round.
The reason they're up 3-2 because they're playing a team that hasn't been in this deep in the playoffs before. If they would have been playing a seasoned team, they would be going home.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you that, because I think I don't think they'd be going home. But if they played a team that was more seasoned, like you said, it would be tougher for them, and it probably, I don't know, it probably would still be 3.
My point being, a playoff tested team would not have lost last night. A playoff tested team doesn't lose Game 5 at home.
At home, yeah. You figure out a way to win it.
They know they know the extreme importance of that game. Now, I have to go out and win 2 in a row, and I gotta say all this bullshit about one game at a time, and I know I gotta win 2.
Yeah. Here's another thing too, though. What people seem to forget: the loss of Dario Saric is a big hurt for Phoenix. It is huge. What they're asking Ayton to do by himself on them bony shoulders that he has, that dude, first off, that cat needs to get in the weight room. Like, bruh, like he needs to get some muscle on him. I know, but man, his shoulders are smaller than mine. He's 7 feet. I'm 6'2". I don't give it.
Okay, look at all you gotta do is
he's mad young, but it don't matter if he don't start lifting some weights.
Look at pictures of young Shaq. Look at pictures of Shaq.
Young Shaq and young D. Howard didn't look that small. They didn't look as small as that.
Look at pictures of Shaq in his first 2 to 3 years.
I know what Shaq looked like at LSU, fam.
And Shaq at
he
LSU,
didn't look that small.
Shaq, no. My point being is this: you got to remember, Aiden played how many years of college? 1. Shaq played 3 years of college. Aiden played 1 year of college.
Can you roll this with me?
So my point being, the age that he's at now, he's what 21?
Yeah.
He hasn't even
22. He's about 22.
He hasn't even started to develop any of his man weight yet, man muscle. Think about it. You're 21. You haven't developed. Your body's not going to look what
Say
like
he's still growing. Okay, yeah. You better hope so, because when you look at his shoulders, like you see D Howard's shoulders, you could park a Cadillac on that man's shoulders when he was playing now and back when he drafted by Orlando. You look at Ayton right now, you couldn't put a Pinto on that dude's shoulders. His shit is so skinny.
When Dwight Howard first got to the league, he was big, but he wasn't as big as he was after about 6 years. That's my point.
When he came into the league, the dude had shoulders you could park a fucking car on. He just did. But again,
David Robinson.
You don't think the loss of Dario was really hurting him, because they have no backup center, and he cannot do shit with Giannis. I don't know why you keep shitting on Giannis. I know Giannis was good. I didn't think Milwaukee could do this.
Oh, Giannis,
I had Phoenix winning in 7, but Giannis, man, is showing his ass. Like, you got to give this dude some props. Yes, you do. Now, see, that's the thing. You do all this.
He's still overrated. Whenever you get done, he's still overrated.
I'm going to hit you with the same thing you hit me with about your dude. The one thing you always say that you got to give, even though Bron shits on, our team, which is Boston. He shitted on us before, but you was okay with that because he Bron. But you got to give him props because he's so good. That's what makes you respect Bron. Why the hell can't you do that with Giannis?
He's not so good.
He is. He's showing you. Like, what else do you need?
First of all,
what in the hell?
First of all, going back to this block. The block was great. But going back to that block once again.
That was 2 games ago.
No, because it was an iconic play, supposedly. And it was a great block. It was a great block because he started off on one side and he got back to recover. So that still doesn't make me think like, all of a sudden he's a great defensive player. He still didn't deserve the defensive player of the year because point blank, he does not play good one-on-one defense. It's a difference between help defense and one-on-one defense. Yeah, that play was a great play. I'm not taking anything away from that. It was a great play. But as far as, he's just a great defender? No. If he was such a great defender, I didn't see you take on KD. And you had other NBA players who acknowledged that fact. Like, okay, you so great. Why aren't you not doing this?
Yeah, he should have guarded him. He definitely should have guarded him. But
when you don't make that move, that lets me know, yeah, you're overrated.
There were times in the game where he guarded him. He just didn't guard him consistently throughout the entire series.
Busting y'all ass in that one particular game. You don't make any move to be like, forget whatever coach talking about. I got him.
I'll be honest with you. I would have said the same thing you said. I would have said that, and I would have been down with it and wholeheartedly agreed with you. But they got out of the series. If you would have had him on KD, their best player, the entire series, what would have happened? He would have been worn down.
And they are a number 2 seed. They are not a one-trick pony. They are not a one-man team. They are a deep team.
Milwaukee.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yes, they are.
With him checking KD for a whole series,
the Nets were a one-trick pony.
With him checking KD for a whole series, they still should be able to beat Brooklyn. With the way Brooklyn was conceived with having the injuries and everything. If Brooklyn is completely healthy, no, Milwaukee doesn't beat them. No, it's not even close.
It may be
not even close. But I give them the prop. They made the finals.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, if this would have been any other team in the West, Clippers, Jazz, not so much Jazz, Clippers, Nuggets, teams that have been in the playoffs for the last few years, that have gone through the wars and the battles, they wouldn't be down 3-2. There's no way you lose. You don't lose game. And that's another thing about Chris Paul. Even though Chris Paul has been giving them this veteran leadership, people fail to understand this. Chris Paul's never been this far.
True.
So
true. He don't know about these waters neither. And I give you that. That's one of your takes that I really can't take too much from you on. because I wholeheartedly agree. I think if they had more vets on that team, the only other vet they really have is Dario.
Jay Crowder.
Yep, Dario and Jay Crowder. And Jay Crowder, you know, y'all can love him as much as you want. I like dude. I wouldn't be that mad if he came back to Boston. But one thing about Jay is not going to get you that big stop defensively. He's not going to get you that big bucket that you need. He's not going to do that. He's just not going to do it, bro. If that was the case, then he would have been able to stop Middleton last night when Chris was busting his ass. Chris was getting in his ass.
Hey, and Chris Middleton is a star.
All right, then.
Chris Middleton is an all-star.
Well, guess what? You're Jay Crowder. If you're supposed to be known for your defense, you have to get that crucial stop. And you may not be able to do it every possession. I get that. But you got to do it on that major one. You know what I mean? You have to do something.
But now that, you have to do something. On the other end, you're going to be looking at Chris Middleton like, wait a minute, you're an all-star. You can't be letting Jay Crowder stop you. Even Jay Crowder is not first team all defense. You're a defensive player, yes. You're not considered one of the best defensive players in the league.
He has to be considered somewhat of that. You know why?
Well, he's not.
He has to be. You know why? Because he's been in the Eastern Conference, or he's been in the conference finals for like the last 4 or 5 years. He goes to teams that are always good and need that extra other player.
But no one
he's that big player, big offensive player people always try to get.
He's not considered he's not considered by anyone as one of the top defensive players in the league.
He is. That's the whole. Yes, he is. That's why he keeps going to Boston and Cleveland and Miami and now Phoenix. What are you talking about?
If that is said case, why does he not? Is he nowhere on any all defensive team?
He may not be on those shit. JT didn't make the goddamn All NBA team.
No. I didn't say All NBA.
Sometimes
I didn't say All NBA.
Sometimes they get those teams.
No, we are talking about the All Defensive team. Anybody who's looked at on the All Defensive team, they are known for being a defensive player.
That may be true, but sometimes
they don't make mistakes on the All Defensive team.
They make mistakes on all those teams. Shit, like you just said, they make mistakes with the award. You said Giannis shouldn't even got it. When that year he did deserve it. Now back to back years, he shouldn't have got it. I don't think he should have got it back to back.
How can he ever deserve it when you've never seen him play one-on-one defense?
The first year he won it, that man was locking down whoever he had to guard. That man was doing his thing. Come on, bro. And the numbers back that up. Locking down. Yeah. All right, so right now then, who you got? Who you still got? You still got Phoenix? You got Phoenix in 7? Since you had Phoenix in 4 before that shit.
No, I'm not that white guy.
I thought for sure you was that white dude. And shit. You had him in 5 before that?
No.
Yes, you did.
Why would I pick a 5-game series? That's dumb.
That's how much you was hating on fucking Milwaukee.
I had Phoenix 6 games, but I can see Phoenix winning 2 games in a row.
Okay, so you got Phoenix in 7.
Yeah. I can see Phoenix winning 2 straight, just like Milwaukee just won 2 straight. Because neither one of these teams is that much more greater than the other.
Right.
Milwaukee is a very good team. And Phoenix is a very good team. It's just Milwaukee has more playoff experience.
Let me ask you something. Since we're going to keep it on the Milwaukee Phoenix thing because of these finals. What do you feel about your dude, your GOAT, Kareem, who, Kareem is in the top 3 greatest players ever to play in the NBA. What do you feel about him going back to Milwaukee and, feeling all this love with them now because they back in the finals again, and he demanded a trade in 75. What do you think about that? You don't think nothing wrong with it? You ain't going thinking about Craig.
No, because like this. Even though he requested a trade, I did my duty. I brought a title in. Right. When you bring a title somewhere,
right,
you got carte blanche to do and say whatever you want. I can leave when I want to, and I can come back because I brought a title here. I can see if I was a bit player. I'm the reason that you have your own title. So I'm like God up in here. That's what I'm saying. That's like imagine if the Mariners would have won a title.
Oh God,
Ken Griffey can do whatever he wants.
He can already do whatever he wants. He
already can.
They love him to see.
But if they would have won a title,
man. But I feel you on that. But
look how much love KG gets in Boston, and he wasn't even there that long. And he wasn't the main reason he won that title.
He gets love because he's KG and he won for us and he loved being a Celtic. That's why he gets that love. That's you know what I'm saying? It's different. It's not like with the Bucks in Kareem. Kareem specifically said, send me to LA or New York. I don't want to be here.
And it was a reason
he shitted on Milwaukee.
No, and it was a real reason for that. The state of Wisconsin locks up the most black men per capita in the country. Yeah. And like I said, he was trying to further his social platform, unlike players of today when they're trying to further a social platform. You know, his was different. His was actually about social justice and change. So his was like, I need to be somewhere where I'm already playing for a megaphone. And actually, New York is home. Mm-hmm. So I can. Everyone wants to play at home.
Yeah,
I can go home, or I can go to LA. Those are the two biggest markets for me to get my message out.
Right.
So it's like I don't have any problem with him, going back to Milwaukee because I'm like I said, I'm the reason you guys have a title.
I just want to have a retort to what you said for being born of people that were raised in Milwaukee and went to high school in Milwaukee, were born and raised in that city. I think that line of he couldn't push his social agenda there was bullshit because Milwaukee is very similar to St. Louis, just a little smaller.
Yeah,
but it's
talking about the mid-70s.
I get it, bro. I get it. But guess what? The black population in Milwaukee was dense. It was a lot of black folks there. But so that's why I don't agree with that. But if this was, let's say,
media was a completely different thing. Media.
I'm gonna tell you something like this. It's okay that like almost 50 years have passed, or almost 50 years have passed since that happened. Because I guarantee you, all the money I will have or ever have, if that happened in the 90s, if Milwaukee was good enough to get back to the finals, the NBA finals in the 90s, and be better than the Bulls, he's not getting invites from Milwaukee to come and show up and raise your hand and give you your flowers because you're too much considered a Laker. People forgot you even played for Milwaukee. All the winning he did in LA. People forgot he played for the Bucks, bro.
No one
forgot what his real name, forgot what his first name was, and just forgot about that part of his career. So in the 90s, this would not have happened.
First of all, I don't know anyone with any basketball sense who would have forgotten that. That makes no sense. How can anyone forget? He's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was Lou Alcindor. He played for the Bucks. Then he went to the Lakers. No one forgot that
because his Laker career was more storied. He won 5 championships, and it was 4 championships.
Who do you know?
5 championships, and it was the Lakers.
No. Who do you know personally that said that could have said, I don't know nothing about Kareem in Milwaukee? That makes no sense.
That's to you. Again, you don't look at it. You don't look at it like novice fans. People don't remember that. They just remember that yellow and purple and yellow, man. That's all they remember. That's all they remember. They don't remember that shit. I'm telling you.
You can't be speaking in terms of from the casual fan standpoint then.
I'm speaking
It's
on
the casual fan standpoint. I don't know nothing about Kareem in Milwaukee. All I know is that he played for the Lakers. That's bullshit.
I'm speaking on not the That's
the casual fan standpoint. I don't know anything about him at UCLA. How could you not?
There's more casual fans out there, brother.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
I really think there are. There's more. There are. There's more. And when I say casual, to me, that's just somebody who knows the game. You casual is someone who has to know the game, doesn't know the game like you know it. Casual, not everybody knows the game like that. You know what I'm saying?
Is someone who just knows surface stuff. They don't know anything deep. They just know surface things.
That's what I'm saying. Like him playing for Milwaukee so long ago after the winning from LA.
That's a surface.
That's under the surface.
No.
Because that LA, because that it's the Fakers, bro. It's the LA Fakers.
This is what I'm saying.
That's the team. That's the team that NBA.
Because all the while what that winning was going on in LA, all the while what LA is constantly on television during the 80s. All this winning is going on.
Right.
They're still always chronicling Kareem's career from when he started in Milwaukee. All of those videotapes were being shown all the time.
That's true.
All those numbers were being stated all the time. If somebody says, I didn't know he did that or I forgot that, you just weren't even paying attention to things that were being shown to you visually.
They probably weren't. Or it's people that like that.
That's casual fan shit.
That are younger people that never even saw the games live like we did. Duh. That's what I'm talking about. But anyway, more importantly,
his games I didn't see live.
So okay, so you cool with him going? I don't know. I just think that some fans, if it was more closer to when he left, like the '90s, like I say, like 20 years after he left. I think more people would be salty about it, but it's 50 years after, so almost 50, so they ain't tripping. What's the other thing?
You're the reason for the title. When you're the reason that they have the title.
Yeah.
You weren't like Robert Horry. I'm not shitting on Robert Horry, but you were a bench player. You
sound like you were.
Others. Shit. He wasn't the main contributor. That's what I'm saying. You were one of the others, as Shaq say.
Right.
It's always one of the others who has to step up.
Yeah.
Kareem was the, as they say, straw that stirred the drink.
Yeah.
I'm the reason that the title is here.
Yeah.
No other reason. I left. Yeah. What happened?
Yeah.
So don't ever say anything to me in this city about me going anywhere or coming back here.
Yeah.
I put that title here. These are my nuts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't say nothing to me.
Well, he didn't do it by himself. He did have Big O with him.
Yeah, and Big O was there before me.
Yeah.
And Big O didn't get it done until I stepped in the door. Did you see my rookie stats?
Yeah.
Pull up my rookie numbers.
Wait, hold on. When that was another team. Did the Milwaukee Bucks come from the Cincinnati Royals? Because that's who Big O got drafted by, was the Cincinnati Royals.
No, the Bucks didn't come from the Royals. Okay. The Royals turned into the Kings.
Sacramento Kings, Kansas City Kings,
Kansas City, then Kansas City, Omaha. Well, Kansas City, Omaha, then Kansas City, and then Sacramento. And should be Las Vegas. Should have been Las Vegas by now. It's just dumb.
Why were the Kings supposed to go to Vegas?
Remember when the Maloof brothers owned the Kings?
Yeah.
The Kings.
Oh yeah, because they were signing with Vegas.
It's like why camp out in Sacramento?
Yeah.
Either the Kings or the Clippers should have been went to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
The Clippers just makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah. You know who's salty as hell right now are who exactly you just said, the Maloof brothers. Because there's a team there now and they ain't got nothing to do with it. They are salty as hell. Wow.
It's not an NBA team, but an NBA team.
But it's going to be an NBA team.
Those are the two cities that are ahead of St. Louis.
Yeah.
Las Vegas and Seattle.
One thing that I see that Alan Silver has said that Adam Silver has said he is. I'm 100% down with Adam. He's been a pretty good commissioner since he's been there. I wasn't sure how good he was going to be. He's been pretty good, but he is 100% for gambling. So St. Louis, with us getting a team, we're definitely behind Seattle and Vegas for that to happen. Unless we got some real money.
The only other city that's on par outside of those two, unfortunately, is Kansas City. Yeah. And for some strange reason, the Sprint Center is looked at as somehow better than Enterprise Center.
I'm gonna tell you like this:
it's the same thing.
Real. But be honest with you, first off, they're not, because that arena looks beautiful. It's way more modern, just on the outside. It's more aesthetically pleasing. Second, the downtown, the area that surrounds that center in KC is beautiful. It looks so much better than what we have.
Have you been?
Like,
good God. When was the last time that you went inside there?
The last time I went inside of there?
Right, with the Scott Trade or with the Savage?
Oh, that's a good question. It was probably Scott Trade.
See, you haven't been inside since it's been the Enterprise Center. It's been revamped completely on the inside to the point where it looks like a completely different arena on the inside.
Hey, I hear you. Look, I know that arena is gorgeous, and that arena can hold basketball. It does. It can definitely. It would hold an NBA team, and the NBA team would be there comfortable. I'm just saying. You want to know the difference? That's the difference. KC, it looks prettier. It just does.
KC is just more of a major sports town than St. Louis, unfortunately.
which doesn't make any sense. That literally makes no sense.
It's been proven.
That's horrible.
And the only thing St. Louis can tout over Kansas City is the fact that we have a major league hockey team and you guys have a minor league hockey team. They gave them a soccer team before St. Louis. They got the Royals, they got the Chiefs.
They are doing it. I can't believe you did this shit.
The Chiefs are actually more of a representation of Kansas than Missouri.
Why you say that?
They have a more of a they have a huge following because it's Kansas City.
Yeah.
When the Rams got here, there was a love for them, but since the Cardinals have been gone, a lot of people just gravitated towards the Chiefs because it's the only team in Missouri and all that.
And then they really like the Cardinals because the Cardinals was their original football team. I get it.
I still know some people though that went out to Arizona. It was like Cardinals my squad. And I got a coworker to this day, straight Cardinals fan.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. Pass me that over there.
But to me, that's the same as people who are still Rams fans. So why? Because I look at it like I correlate it to. Okay, this is the girlfriend that you had, and she's obviously moved on to someone. Why are you still loving her?
Because you got that relationship.
And on top of that, she's traveled all around the country. She's been to L.A., Cleveland, St. Louis.
Yeah.
We digress. Back to basketball.
Please.
We're saying with what's going on in the finals, in contrast to last year.
No. We'll get back to that. Let's talk about the event. What did you think about our live watch party for Game 2 of the NBA Finals?
Besides the fact that it hurt my knees, sitting for so long. It was a great experience. We had a great time.
Dude, that was pretty fucking dope, wasn't it?
We had some people who had never really seen the show or understood the format.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people like that.
But it was as long as the people, the audience, had a good time, and it was a lot of interaction, a lot of competitive banter, as they say in the sports journalist field. We did look at the game. We focused on the game at times, and
you didn't focus on it nearly enough. Good
but no. But
you got wrapped up into the fucking most mundane conversations. You got wrapped up into a goddamn
listen. We were
76ers, 83, 76ers conversation.
We were trying to remember. We were trying to make sure that we engaged with the fans.
You could do that, but why didn't you focus more on the freaking game we came to see?
Because think about it. The game was flowing.
Jesus.
But you got to remember, when it got down to crunch time, we stopped everything and we were focusing on the game. Did we not?
I'm just saying. You should.
Did that? It's a simple question. Did it happen or not?
Okay, I'm just saying.
Did we focus on the game during the most important time?
Oh yeah, definitely we did.
That's what I'm saying.
It was just more so we just shouldn't focus on the game.
But that's what I'm saying. But when you're doing a live event and you got alcohol and cannabis flowing, you're gonna get what happened, which is what we do as men.
Yes,
we quote unquote argue / banter about different topics. Quote unquote, like some guys do it at barbershops. This is what we do on High Off the Glass. And we actually had a chance to do it with audience members. Because just like we go back and forth, we got a chance to do it with audience members. Then we got a chance to get different perspectives from different members, and they got a chance to experience us as far as our knowledge of basketball or cannabis or whatever subject we were discussing. And like I said, just the chance to get the chance to interact with people on the platform of High Off the Glass. Right.
I want to give go ahead, finish your two.
Just to show them, this is how we roll and this is how we do things here, and whether or not we're doing it at the live show or if you want to invite somebody in on a Zoom, if you're doing it with us, you see what it's going to be, what it's like. Right. We have fun, we educate, we get high.
Yeah.
But it's about basketball, and it's about people sharing their perspectives. You know what I'm saying? And like you say, we don't we may joke around with each other, but we don't shit on nobody's opinion. Everybody's welcome to their opinion here on House of Glass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what the people got a chance to experience while we were on the show. You know what I'm saying? And it was like that was the great part. You know, you get a chance to you asking everybody, you know, what's your squad? What's your squad? And you know, just hearing different things and different people's perspectives on it. Like the one guy who was talking about KD, and just you know different. All you know, it's because it's almost like being in the barbershop.
Dude,
how different conversations just spark up just like that.
Exactly,
you know
with the quickness, it was like so many going on, and I love the way you just put it. You know, this is y'all show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can. We want to know your opinion. We want to know what teams you like. You know what I'm saying? You know.
You know, just when you see like people not quote unquote arguing, you're looking at the passion that people have for their view, for their opinion,
Right?
And they're getting a chance to express it. You know what I'm saying?
That's it right there. That's it right there. That was the niche.
All the time you don't get a chance to express your opinion. So you know that's what it's about.
That was the niche. That's why I think that's why the next one we're gonna do is gonna be week 1 of the NFL season. When the NFL season pops off, the first Sunday that we have.
Actually, we need to be doing for the draft.
What for the
NBA draft?
For the NBA draft
coming up in 2 weeks.
Do a live one. Okay, well that's something else.
Saying,
but yeah, I feel you. But I'm down. But you know that's something we should talk about off air. But I'm down with that too. But the next one I know we are officially doing. It's going to be all 55. It's going to be the first Sunday of the NFL season when all the games are on. Y'all should come down there and check us out. Miss Jade, owner of All 55 on 518 Bay Street. That sister was nice enough to let us use her venue.
Why wouldn't we do?
Hold on, and we're gonna do that at her spot. We're gonna do it again, and just like Coach was just saying, there's a need for people that want to get their basketball takes out there. People want to get their takes out there. They want their takes to be heard. They want their takes to be felt. They want their takes to be known. They want other people to know them. And if you got a disagreement with it, what's up? Let me know how. You know what I'm saying? Come at me. People want to talk sports, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we doing at our live events. We talking basketball and cannabis foremost and forefront, but we all about sports. It's game 2 of the NBA Finals watch party, a baseball conversation, a baseball argument jumped off, y'all, and it was good. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is kind of what we do. I want to give a major shout out to Elite Homegrown. Zach Post, you know, held us down.
St. Louis Currents.
That was Future Capital. Future Capital, got to give a shout out to Future Capital, Brooks Robinson. That's his company. He is doing this thing. Worth the wait. Chef Kiki, the girl was on point. She had all her stuff together. Chef Green with me, Premier Moore, who told me the addition of, he told me this before the season started, that the addition of Drew Holiday was going to be a big difference for them. But he did not have them winning. He had the Nets knocking them out like he did. And I thought Milwaukee would give him a test. You know, everybody thought I was crazy just for saying that. And look what happened.
It just proves that one certain player should never be compared to another player, especially with what's going on with Team USA.
That's a whole nother question. But anyway, shout out to Terravis Dispensary over in Hazelwood. We love them, their support for being down with the event. Future Capital. We shot them out. We got everybody here. Got them right here on the shirt. Who else we got? We got the Grow Room over in O'Fallon. We want to give them a major shout out. Thank you to them for being involved with the event. O'Fallon, Missouri. You guys need to check them out. Really sweet people. You want to know how to? It's a grow shop, grow supply shop, also a smoke shop. You want to know how to get started. You've had questions about it. You weren't sure how to do it, what to do. Brian and Lily can get you together over at the Grow Room in O'Fallon. So you guys need to really check them out. And what is it? We had the whole thing was shot by What is it? Block Stojakovic, Bog Media Empire. This man can shoot. Wait till you see the video for that. When that comes out, that's coming out soon. That's going to look immaculate because that man, you know, he uses professional cameras, so it's going to look really great. We're excited about it. And yeah, just thank you for everybody who came out because, you know, I did not expect it to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was going to be amp, but I did not. It was like, it was uber amp. It was on a whole nother level. Like it was dope. And also shout out to Smoke 2.0's, Mr. Kirk Young, owner of that business, black-owned paper company here in St. Louis. I mean, that's the products we were using that night, and I love their cones. What about you? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're pretty dope to me. They're the official paper and blunt of High Off the Glass, so we got to show them some love. Go ahead.
Just pretty much anticipating these next 2 games. Wondering what the NBA Coach of the Year is going to go off. Because this is where coaches earn their money.
He wasn't the Coach of the Year though. He was not that. That was
he should have been Coach of the Year.
He sure should have been. That was Tibbs.
This is where coaches earn their money.
That was Tibbs. You're right. That's how that was.
I mean, they've been talking all this about the great job that Monty Williams has done.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Monty Williams is a hell of a coach, and the thing that is so dope about the NBA,
I'm not doubting that he's done a great job.
Yeah, he's an awesome coach. This could have been you, New Orleans, if you just were patient. You know, because you had CP3 and him, but you know, y'all weren't patient enough. You couldn't put a good team around CP3. That's not why he left them, though. They fired him.
That's right.
Yeah, they fired him. They fucked up. So that was their fault. Way to go, New Orleans. But,
you know, certain guys, sometimes they got to be the right spot.
That was a good spot for him. And he had a great relationship with his star. You know what I'm saying?
Nate McMillan was important.
Yeah, way to go, Indy. That could have been you, Indy. That could have been you, but you're stupid as shit. You know,
and the guy that they let Nate McMillan,
they replaced him.
They let him go.
Just did, because he was in over his head. And he tried to rush it. See, that's the thing that's going on with these NBA teams, man, and it's like professional sports. Win right now. And if you don't win, it's a microwave league. They want everything hurry up in a fucking hurry. They don't want to cook shit. They want to microwave every fucking thing. And that's not how you do it. That's not how you're gonna win. It's looking like you said for these next 2 games, what are you expecting? Because I'm gonna go ahead and say what I expect.
Well, what I'm expecting and what I'm wishing are 2 different things. Once again, I cannot have a rooting interest for either one of these teams. So, with that being said, I'm wishing that Phoenix would win these next 2 games, or at least one of them. But what I'm expecting, I'm almost actually expecting Milwaukee to come and really stink in Game 6 because of the way Milwaukee plays at home and because of the way Phoenix has played these last 3 games. And it's almost as if writing on the wall kind of situation.
Hold up, dude. Wait. Let me make sure. I kind of thought something's going on with my ears. I wasn't sure. Hold on. Wait. I just want to make sure I got it right in my mind. Hold on. You think Milwaukee's gonna spank that ass?
It's a great chance of it.
Wow.
Like I said before, I'm not going to shit on Milwaukee and act like they're not a great team.
You've been shitting on them, though.
No.
You shitted on them every round.
I'm giving them their props as being a great team.
No, you haven't. You just now did that.
I just don't.
You just now did that today.
I still don't. I still believe. Budenholzer is not a great coach.
This is game after Game 5.
Yeah. And I still believe Greek Freak is overrated. But
how is he overrated? This man has 2 immaculate plays from this damn game.
One.
From this
that reminds me.
Yeah.
This is why that play is not immaculate.
Why he's about to talk? He's about to talk about the block, y'all. Why the block isn't dope?
No. I already stated the block is not very nice. But I'm talking about the alley.
Oh, okay. So let me set this up for the audience. This to me is one of the dopest plays I've seen in the NBA Finals in years. Probably since Bron's block on Iguodala in the 2016 Finals when Cleveland ended up winning that game. That alley that happened last night, that whole play was on that level. Drew Holiday literally takes the ball physically from Devin Booker. Giannis already starts running. Drew starts going. He throws a horrible alley to fucking Giannis. Giannis catches the ball and yams it out of bounds. He's literally out of bounds. His body is behind the backboard, y'all, when he dunks this fucking ball. Dunks it. And then has a stare down at the fucking camera and anybody in his way that looked like Superman or, GOAT when he did his shit, when he annihilated everybody in the 90s. And that's back when you could fuck the opponent up when you was playing. You could literally touch them and do whatever and they didn't call nothing and you still had to get your shot off.
First of all. As far as the alley-oop is concerned.
He was out of bounds.
Listen. I let you say what you had to say. As far as the alley-oop is concerned, the stare down has nothing to do with it. So we take that out the play completely. It's just a punk-ass stare down that means nothing. Drew Holiday's steal is not the alley-oop. It's a steal. It's not part of it's the beginning of the complete picture, but it's a different play. It's a steal. We're talking about the alley-oop. The alley-oop, yes, it's nice, but it's a pitch dunk. If he would have hung and swung a little bit, he already had his knees up. Swing a little bit, like Shaq say, bring the knees up and bring the nuts up, then it's really iconic.
What?
It was a pitch dunk.
Dude, the momentum he had in the pitch and the speed that his body was going, he couldn't hang on the rim.
We've seen alley-oops like that before.
If he would have tried to, his body was behind the backboard.
So was Dr. J doing a layup. A reverse layup.
He was underneath the backboard.
Doc was behind it.
Doc was
behind it and underneath.
Okay, you're right. But he was going to the other side. Dr. J's momentum was taking him to the other side of the backboard.
And we are disrespecting Dr. J by bringing this bullshit play up.
We're not, but you just did that. You just did that, but we're not disrespecting him because Doc would tell you that play was sick. This man's momentum was pushing him away from the backboard. He couldn't get to the other side. He couldn't do what Doc did.
As soon as he grabbed it,
Doc shit was immaculate. He couldn't hang on it. He either would have ripped his fingers or fucked his head up. I kept thinking he was going to hit his head on the back of the backboard. Like that dunk was amazing.
That's why you swing. So you don't. You swing so you don't hit. So you don't hit your head and you don't come down on somebody. You swing. You bring the nuts up. You don't get that way. You can't even get a tech. You got somebody up under you.
Dude, that makes no sense. Okay. I don't understand how you could be so nitpicky and just that shit was sick.
Pitch dunk.
Tell me a better play. Tell me a better play than that you've seen in the last NBA Finals.
Like I said, Anthony Davis hitting the three, game on the line, yelling Kobe.
They swept that play. Did the Heat even win a game? Did the Heat win a game? Yeah. They won one game?
They won two.
No, they did not win two. They did not win two. It was a gentleman's sweep if they won a game. Please. Man, they gave that's serious.
What does that have to do with an iconic moment?
Because with that
it was a game-winning shot.
That first off, I don't know if it was
Yes, it was a game-winning shot.
Game-winning in the finals. Okay.
Yeah, it was a game-winning shot.
The reason
in the finals.
The reason why this.
So you're gonna compare an alley-oop to a game-winning?
The reason why I'm comparing it is this. That was not a 4-4, a 2-2 tie, a series tying game. Oh my God. That was just game 3, game 4, and it was already in command of. What was it, game 5? They were already in command of the series.
Hold on, before we go any further.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
Which game was it? Which game was it?
I got a question.
Which game was it?
I can't remember, but I know it was like 3 or 4.
Remember.
It was about 3 or 4.
Okay, it was 3 or 4. So it wasn't even a closeout game. It wasn't even a closeout. So
it wasn't a closeout game.
This was damn near like that. It's tied. If you know what the percentage is. If you win this game when the series is 2-2, what happens? The winner of this game wins 76% of the time. So what is you saying? This game was way more important than that game. Come on, bro.
Did we go to a game together?
Yes, sir.
Have we been to more than one game together?
Yes, sir.
And you've heard me say it's two things that we want tonight. Free basketball, which means overtime, right?
Yeah.
And the only other thing that compares to free basketball is what? A game winner. You've heard me say this before, right? No. I'll ask you a simple question. Did you hear me say that before?
No, I heard you say the first part. The first part of the caveat.
Well, you were high and you didn't hear the other part. But that's the only thing that compares to
that's the thing you always repeat is free basketball is the best.
Or the only thing that compares to that is a game winner. Because if you have a game winner, then you have a game winner in the NBA Finals.
Okay, but it wasn't.
That's more than, like I said, that dunk wasn't a game-winning dunk.
It wasn't a game. It wasn't a game to take over.
And he didn't even swing.
It wasn't a game to take over the series, and it wasn't a game to close out.
We need to do some research and figure out.
Why don't you do it? Look it up, then I'll talk while you do it.
I'm thinking that's game 3.
Because all I'm saying is it wasn't a game to close out the series, which is the most important, and it wasn't a game to control the series like Milwaukee just did. That game, that win that Milwaukee had, I would have put everybody. You would have put whatever money you had. If somebody wanted to bet Milwaukee, you would have took that bet. I would have took it. Come on, man. You got to give Milwaukee their props and realize how big those stakes were and how huge they came up. You understand what I'm saying? You can't talk. Hey, look at that.
I understand what you're saying.
I mean that dunk. You're gonna see that alley-oop, bruh, in the finals for the rest of the time you are on this planet Earth and watch finals. Like every time you watch it, you're gonna see that fucking ollie. Every time. And you're gonna and they better not
scratch that play. That was in the Western Conference Finals. Thought it was the NBA Finals. I smoked weed. Okay. Oh, getting back to that thing.
Loser. I'm using this as a clip.
Scratch that.
Loser.
Anyway.
Loser. Yeah.
So what?
Don't you say a black Google? No fuck. That's why I said shit round Western Conference Finals. That's what I'm saying, bro. That ollie was the greatest finals play since bronze block of Iggy. You can't argue it. You really can't.
All I'm saying is
I'm saying is okay. It was sick.
I'm saying it was
ridiculous. Yes, it was. It was sick. It was game changing, and they damn near won the game off it. And the thing that also adds to it is, see, over the years, they're going to take the strip away. The way fucking Drew took that ball from Devin, and they did not call a foul. Devin falls on it. And what is wrong with Devin Booker? And oh my goodness, crying every goddamn possession. Every possession he has the ball and he doesn't score, and somebody's playing D on him, he's about the bitch. Like, good God. Have you haven't seen that?
That's what NBA scores.
Oh my God, bro!
Most complaining about calls.
Yes, especially your boy Bron. Good God!
All scorers complain about calls completely.
It's really becoming an epidemic in the league, though. It really is. Like every possession,
it's the same.
Every possession, we gotta see this now.
It's been
every
like
possession.
It's been like this through time. Players have always complained about.
We don't need this, bro. Every possession, though.
Yes.
No.
Players have always complained about.
It's too.
It's too much. GOAT.
It's too much. Not like this. Not like this, and not like Kobe, and not like Bron. He did not complain like that.
All scorers complain about.
I know the Magic complained. I know Larry Legend complained. I know they all complained.
Reggie Miller complained.
Yeah, a whole lot.
Every elite scorer complained. The reason I say that is they are used to getting star treatment. They're used to getting the calls or lack thereof. So when they don't get them, it's like, wait a minute, what you doing? This is me. You're not gonna give me that call? But what Devin has to realize on the same token. They didn't call foul number 6 on you.
Exactly, or 7. That motherfucker played with 7 fouls the other night.
So when they don't,
he played with 7 fouls.
If
shit,
once
7.
Once that happens, you have to realize,
that was game 4, y'all.
That's the basketball guy. You know what I'm saying? So you got to step it up in some kind of way. I mean, If you're the only player in finals history with consecutive 40-point games to lose, when Game 6 comes, you got to play like a Devin Booker we've never seen before.
Right.
And that entails really getting after it on the defensive end.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: the hate that CP3 was getting after game, after Game 4, do you think that was him playing bad or Milwaukee locking him up?
Both. Yeah. I think it was more so of just him playing bad.
You think so? I think it was
anytime you have a stretch where you have that many points and no turnovers, and then you're having a stretch where you're actually you're an elite point guard, and you're having turnovers like that. It's just ebb and flow, but that also comes with you haven't been in the finals before. Also, this is the basketball guy in my eyes. Right? I'm saying as far as just like the old adage of learn the teams that win. You have to lose to learn how to win.
Right.
Which is what the Bucks have done. They've lost in the playoffs as a number 1 seed. They've lost in the playoffs. They've underachieved, supposedly. But that's how you become a winner. Right. It's by losing. Right. That's what the Bulls had to learn. Yeah. Any dynasty, unless you just automatically or just put together and just run, you have to go through losing. Yeah. That's what the Pistons did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I think a point I was going to make earlier, we jumped on something else. In the NBA, this is why the NBA, and like most professional sports league in the United States, most professional sports leagues, all professional sports leagues in the United States, except for soccer, you're going to find the best athletes in the world because steel sharpens steel. You had the first round in the Western Conference was Luka Doncic in the Dallas Mavericks, a good team, versus the Los Angeles Clippers, Kawhi and Paul George, a really good team. In the first damn round, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you had a Philadelphia 76ers versus Washington with Brad Beal and Russell Westbrook, who ran the league crazy this year with more triple doubles and broke Big O's record. Like it's steel sharpens steel. Let me finish up. We hate so much on dudes who just don't get it done. But it's just like, look at the gauntlet of what they have to go through every year in the playoffs. Like Dame Lillard should not be looked at as a loser or this, that, and the third. Look what he has to go through in that Western Conference. So he may be unsure what he wants to do. Damon, won't you come on to freaking Boston and let's win a couple chips? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you come to Boston, Massachusetts, and you're gonna win no less than 2-3 chips. You need to come on down. We would love to have you. Unfortunately, that was it, what you said. Nothing about that Dame Lillard going to Boston winning chips.
What I'm saying is,
I bet you that would happen.
What I'm saying is,
would that happen?
Superstars are just.
Would that happen?
Yeah, you would.
Damn right. Multiple.
But superstars are judged upon if they've won a title. Yeah. And until you win a title as a superstar, paid money, you're looked at as a loser. Yeah. That's just how it is when you're a superstar.
Why don't you do that with your boy Harden, that Mr. Flop for every call? That should fall over the floor.
He's looked at as a loser until he wins the title.
I mean, you never say that. You just think he's the best thing since Brown.
No, he's a great player. He's a great player.
I don't know how great he is.
Let's go back to our watch party. Let's go back to our watch party. And the question the question was posed to the public. Yeah. This wasn't my opinion. Yeah. The public was stating how much they adored James Harden's game.
Hey, the people are wrong. Sometimes people are wrong.
One more comment. Let's remember when we stopped everything and we said, no, we're not going to look at everything. Let's just judge that man's jumper. And it was a resounding. Oh my, that jumper is just butter.
His jumper is okay.
No, it's not okay.
I don't even remember us asking that question. The main question was his game. But all I'm gonna say is this. It's. I mean, he travels to get to it. But all I'm saying is this. Just show me a game. Just show me one game where shit was on the line and he did his thing. I'll wait. Okay. That's all it is. I mean, that's literally what it is. You literally just said it. Superstars are judged by winning in championships. That cat has neither. You know what I'm saying? He made it. He's been to one NBA Finals with goodness, 2 Hall of Famers, fucking Russell Westbrook and KD. So you thought you could do it in Houston. That horrible style of basketball. They gave you every type of different level a different type of game you wanted.
Paul got hurt in Game 6.
Well, it was something with D. Howard too. When D. Howard down there, it was something with Russell. When Russell was down there too.
They were the number 1 seed.
Fuck out of here.
They were the number 1 seed. Did Chris Paul get hurt in the playoffs?
I don't give a shit. So Chris Paul. You know what happened when Kawhi Leonard got hurt in the playoffs? Paul George balled even better. He balled his ass off, and he told everybody, "Kiss my ass. I know how to play in the playoffs." Did they win? He did the best he could do. What did Harden do? What did Harden do though? Just miss all threes. That's all he did. Just miss all threes.
That was the Western Conference Finals. You making it like that happened in the first round of the
playoffs.
But
at least have a good game, or at least go down with the ship. He played like trash in that game.
Who they happened against?
It was Golden State, wasn't it?
Were they the future champions?
Oh, weren't they up on them 3-2? Weren't they up on them in that series?
No.
I think they were. Yes, they were. They were up on them.
Yeah,
they were up on them.
And CP3 gets hurt.
Come on, man.
And Klay Thompson saved it. All I'm saying, no. I'm not. All I'm saying is point blank. That's how superstars get judged.
Yeah.
You just like from 1985 to 1990. A certain player did a lot of losing.
Everybody talks about that, man. You cannot. Everybody knows about his losing, and you love bringing it up.
All I'm saying is,
he had. It's hard to win when you're by yourself.
No, stop.
You're by yourself.
Don't do that.
You didn't have no. You had Dan Corzine, man.
Don't do that.
Dan Corzine and a Charles Oakley who could not score.
No.
You had a Charles Oakley who couldn't score.
No.
Sam Vincent. Name somebody else from them motherfucking teams. Bro,
man,
come on, man.
Tell me this.
Stop it, dog. Stop it.
What difference between
He had nobody.
Between 85 and 1990? Between 85 and 1990, outside of the Defensive Player of the Year and the MVPs, what is the difference between Michael Jordan's career and Dominique's career? Just between the years 85 to 90. What is the difference between their careers?
Slam dunk championship.
No. Outside of those individual, I said take away the Defensive Player of the Year, take away the MVPs, take away the dunk contest.
From 85 to 90.
From 85 to 90, is there any difference in the career of Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins?
I would say that GOAT was doing more with less. And that's why
I asked you. I didn't ask you that at all. I didn't ask you that.
You said there's a difference. I just told you the difference. He was doing more with less. What else you want?
Were they both superstars in the league?
Yes.
Were they both superstars not getting it done?
Yes. So
that means they were both looked at as losers until they won a chip. Dominique didn't. Jordan did. They also
played.
Neek
played with an all-star. Go didn't play with no all-star.
All-star Dominique played with Kevin Willis.
And Doc Rivers. And Doc Rivers. Stop it.
You acting like
and Doc Rivers.
And Kevin
and it was probably somebody else. It was probably somebody else from that Atlanta team.
No.
Who else was on this? Who else was on that team that could have been a
Cliff Levingston?
John Concat out this moment.
Okay. Anyways, all I'm saying is, like I said, superstars get looked at like that. So even though Dame is my boy, and that's the genesis of this conversation. Dame is my guy.
That's my dude.
Unfortunately, you're a superstar, and until you win a chip, you looked at as a loser.
Yeah. But to me, he's not a loser, and I just wish he'd come to Boston, because if he came to Boston, we would win about 2-3 in a row.
Charles Barkley. Easy. It takes it on the chin from Shaq every episode because he has no chips.
Yeah, he has to. He can't. He will have to take.
Karl Malone, great player. No chips. John Stockton. Great player. No chips. Loser.
But you know what though? You know what? You kind of use that chip thing for your.
We have all the numbers you want.
When it's convenient for you. But
no,
I digress.
Who's not? Who am I saying that doesn't have a chip is not a loser?
I don't know. It's just you take up for Harden a lot. I know you kind of explained.
I like Harden as a player, but okay, you're a superstar without a chip. You're a loser, but you're still a great player. There's no disputing that. He's still a great player. Point blank.
So yeah, I'm gonna say just like you said earlier. I'm gonna bring it back to the finals. He said, "What do you expect in the next 2 games?" I expect the next again, y'all. Yes, I picked Phoenix going Phoenix in 7. I did do that literally, but yeah, it's probably gonna be Milwaukee's at home. They have all momentum.
This could be.
Oh my God,
this could be a thorough spanking.
That crowd.
I'm talking about something like 128 to 87.
Yes. They could take them out of this game.
You're talking
real
about,
fucking fast.
You're talking about a young team,
real fucking fast,
and losing their confidence.
Yes,
within the game.
Yes,
they're gonna. This would have to be either. This way, they would have to keep this as a nail biter, or Milwaukee's gonna just run through.
And the thing that the main person, because to me, right, I've been saying this whole playoff because it's been basically true. CP3 has made them better and has gotten to this level, but I think they could win without him. I think they could win with him being out there. But if Book and Ayton are going, it's hard to stop. You know what I'm saying? If them cats
they can't win without CP3.
I think they can. I think if Book and Ayton are going, I think that they're going to, you can't stop them. But the thing that what you just said makes it so true is that Ayton will get down on himself. Ayton will get down on himself. He will feel sluggish. He will everybody feels sluggish out there. You playing all those minutes, but he'll play sluggish. He'll play with his head down, and that's a problem that he has, and that he needs to rectify ASAP if they're going to do anything. That's
I said earlier, very young.
Yeah,
he's been in the league 3 years.
Yeah,
he's still a very young man.
Right. That needs to happen with him. But on the opposite, though, Book is different. Book is Kobe go. He is go. It don't matter if he's missed 15 in a row. He's still gonna go for the next. That's what he's supposed to do. The next 20. So that's the difference. But if Ayton is not feeling it and not going, you're right. They can get blown out real quick. So I really look for Milwaukee to go ahead and close this on out. And because and another thing that's true. I feel like if Phoenix had a few more vets on their team to go with Jay, and if they had a damn backup center for poor Ayton, they could push this thing to a 7, and they could probably win it. But that speed they got, Milwaukee knows how to slow them the hell down, and they've done that. Because that's what we thought. When I said what is it, Phoenix in 7? Everybody laughed me out the event when I said it game 2 at the watch party. But we see now
Chris Paul is the key to this game. Because Devin Booker has already proven that he should be traveling with his game.
Right.
And when him and Chris Paul are both clicking together, it's pretty much unstoppable, and that opens up everything for Ayton to get about 18 or 20.
Yeah.
But if Booker and CP3 are both in that 25 to 35 point range, then it's gonna be hard for Milwaukee to win.
But shit, they were damn near in that last night, and they still lost. Like what did Book had? How much did Book have last?
Book had 40.
Book had 40 last night, and CP3. Chris Paul had shoot.
But he had, but I mean, one of those games when Chris Paul, the way he was playing in game 1 and 2, how he was controlling.
He had 21. He had 21 and 11.
Oh no,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so
that's what I say.
And
25 to 35.
Look at this. This is not you. In a normal game, you would think to win this. Ayton has 20 and 10. Book has 40. He needed more than just 40 points. But what is it? You got 10 from Crowder, which wasn't enough, and 21 and 11 from CP3. Not bad. You know what I'm saying? Bench. Oh yeah, bench gave you nothing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's the others, and if your others don't play well at home, imagine what's going to happen on the road.
Yeah.
But see now, now if you look at that roster on the bench, from the bench players, just if you're looking at that roster, you gotta in your mind now, you have to look at those guys, and you have to say which one of these guys do I think is going to show up Tuesday night.
I tell you somebody right now, and I'm surprised this man ain't got no damn players. I see his name, Javon Carter. Why is Javon Carter not getting no clock? That man balled. He was nice at West Virginia. He was nice.
How long ago that was?
It was a little while ago, but I feel like he could give them something off the bench. He could give them something.
Look at all those names. The guy that Or you're gonna pick? Okay, I know you're not gonna pick Javon Carter. Pick one of those names as your guy who's going to show up.
So each one more. I feel like each one more ain't gonna give you too much of nothing. I know Frank the Tank ain't gonna do nothing.
Man, don't go through all the names. Just look at them and just pick a name.
I already said, damn Javon Carter.
That's the name that you picking that's going to show up tomorrow night, Tuesday night.
I feel like if they give him some clock, he could maybe give them something off the bench. But he ain't got no damn time.
So
he ain't got no
it
clock.
makes no sense to make that pick then. Pick somebody that's in the rotation.
All right, somebody who I think is gonna do something.
One of those others has to show up big Tuesday night.
That's easy. Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson.
I'm always gonna go Cam Johnson.
I'm going to go with Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, Mikal. This is another thing with Mikal and Cam. Do a lot of flopping, and I feel like that flopping game and that complaining to refs, it takes him out the game. That's why I don't like it out of Devin, and that's why I don't like it out of these players. Because when you do all that flopping and when you do all that complaining, you know what I'm saying? From the event of you flopping because you want the call, it takes you out of the goddamn game. You know what I'm saying? That's why I hate that shit. And what is it? Cameron Payne and Mikal Bridges are starting to do a lot of that. They're getting it from their leader from Book. But yeah, I agree with you. I think they could do that. And another thing I want to say about last night's game that was so crazy, they were missing easy shots they usually drain. Book wide open threes. CP3, the little mid range he loves, missing them. Missing them. It was crazy.
That's pressure.
Wow. But he still ended with 40, and that 40 probably most of that came from the line. Like how many free throws he had? Let's see, free throws. Let's see, 80%. It was 4 or 5 from the free throws. So
that's what I'm saying. That's pressure. He didn't even get to the line that much.
Yeah.
When you got a big game like that, down the stretch, you go to the basket, get to the line.
Right.
But
it's 51% from
you're not getting your calls. As a matter of fact, what did Phoenix go from the line in the game yesterday anyway?
Like as a team?
As a team. And then look at the free throws from Milwaukee.
I don't know how. Here we go. As a team, free throws, they were 10 for 11.
That's why they lost the game.
Because they only had 11 free throws. Yeah.
There's no way on earth.
CP3 didn't get one. I said that earlier. Yeah.
If you 11 free throws in a game means you were not being aggressive at all.
Yeah.
There's no way on earth an NBA team should have 11 free throws in an NBA Finals game. Wow. You weren't going to the basket at all.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to see Tuesday night.
Yeah.
There's going to be a steady diet of them diving to the basket and getting to the basket.
You're right. And to your point, guess what?
Milwaukee probably shot about 27 free throws.
Dude, 17, 9 of 7. They only made 9 of them, but they had 17 free throws.
They only went
to their 11.
They only went 9 out of 17 from the line.
Wow.
And they won the game. 9 out of 17, less than 50, barely 50%. And you won the game.
Phoenix had more blocks.
Because they only had 11 free throws.
Phoenix had 5 blocks to Milwaukee's 1, 9 steals to Milwaukee's 7.
How many turnovers did Phoenix have?
Phoenix had 8 turnovers. Milwaukee had 11. Good goodness.
11 turnovers, but
wow.
Phoenix didn't go to the line. Yeah. If you don't go to the line in the league, that's why you see guys complaining so much. If you don't make it to the line, you can't win.
Yeah, it's true.
That's why you got to sell calls. You got to quote unquote flop. You got to get to the line and get these free baskets.
I get that. Put the onus on the ref to make the call. I understand that. But if you don't get it the first time, or if you don't get it that particular possession, go again. That don't mean you bitch the whole way up the court. Don't play defense and then your man fucks around and scores, or your man makes a crucial pass and it gets an ollie, or the other team gets 2 points. You know what I'm saying? What's more important? Keeping them from scoring, or you bitching about a call you ain't get? Like, they're getting extreme with it. But all right, man. What else is we about to? Yeah. So Phoenix. Wow, I'm so glad I did not put money on Phoenix because I sure was going to bet on them, and people wanted to bet me, but I had Phoenix as well.
So before we go, on another note, Lost versus Dipset. I feel sorry for the Dipset, even though it's real rappers.
He said real rappers.
Like Charles P says, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper.
Wow. Yeah, LOX will eat that ass up. Like, man, sorry, diplomats. Y'all kind of in trouble with that one. But yeah, man, yo, I think this was a good episode. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think, oh, before we dip, gotta talk about this. This is some bud that what was it, for the last like 2 months I've been helping my boy grow because he was out of town, and I wanted you to smell it, peep it, and listen to the spark some before we got out of here.
It's nice. As my boy Ryan Burgundy would say, it's very pungent smell.
Well, damn, pungent as in funky, like nasty. Describe the smell. He said pungent aroma.
It has a like when I say pungent, I mean immediately upon getting the whiff of it. It grabs it on the inside. You can smell it. It has not a piney smell, but like a sour smell. Would it be like a strain of diesel?
That is velvet red. Yep, velvet red is the name of it. Make sure I got the name right. I don't know what the parents come. Yep, velvet red. Where parents come from? I'm an asshole boy. This is
shout out to the movie The Great Debaters.
Oh, that is a good movie.
If you've never seen that movie, that is a treasured movie, and it will make you cry if you're emotional. And I'm an emotional person. I'm not ashamed to say it.
You cry on movies? Word, son. Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow.
It's called releasing emotions.
Wow.
You like Life Jennings?
I see life.
Yeah, he had a song on his first CD called Cry.
That's an extra. I thought it must be life. His name was Life.
You just said it on camera. It must be nice.
For real, I thought it must be life.
No. That's see what I'm saying about black people not knowing the lyrics to the song. All these years, the song been out for over 20 years almost.
At least 20.
And he been saying it wrong.
No, it ain't been out 20.
Yes,
they're like, no. What is it? What the smell that you're smelling though is because I used to help him grow this because he was out of town a lot, so I had to put the additives in. You're smelling molasses because he used to have me put molasses in the water. You know what I'm saying? That's the smell you're smelling.
Makes it the sticky icky.
Yeah, dude, it was so fucking sticky too. Like when it was get some of this.
See, these are the kind of things you have also on the Learn Something podcast today. Just saying. It's about learning and sharing information here on How to Glass, always, especially when it comes to cannabis. Like we said from the beginning, still working on this campaign, this lifelong campaign to make cannabis completely legal for real nationwide, to get rid of the stigma of this crazy nonsense.
Thank you.
Marijuana is this and that, and but
a plant that heals people. What the hell? But tell them about what's Learn Something, man. Tell them about that.
Learn Something. The Learn Something podcast with Damon Hill is my personal podcast, and it's just about.
It's a dope little podcast. Y'all need to check it out.
It's about learning and sharing information. First and foremost among men, and secondly, just among people. Period. I'm a big purveyor, as we both know, of education and just learning and what it takes to learn, as far as just with us being journalists, knowing how to do your proper research, being able to be corrected on things, and knowing if your information is not correct. I try my hardest to not share information that I haven't verified or validated, because I don't like anything to be inconsistent when it comes to something that's worth being shared. Because you don't want to be leading someone in the wrong direction. You don't want to, someone to come back. You told me X, Y, and Z, and it wasn't like that.
Oh, you mean like you would AD hitting a big time?
No. I mean about real life. Well, that too, something like that. But just any like real issue, something that we're discussing. You don't want to be erroneous when you're talking about things like Dogecoin or something.
True.
You want to be really on point, and because when it's that kind of information that you're sharing, that's something that's very important. And when it comes to our community, and and because for years, that's how things have been kept. When you keep things from a people or a person or a culture, that's a way to hold them down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like you're showing right there on the screen. The number of people who knows that cannabis heals, yet the government steadily pushes this agenda, knowing that this works, but they want to feed you pills and other prescription medications because they don't want you to know the real information. That's why we have the Learn Something podcast here, because it is information can come from many different sources. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be from my man here. It could be from a little child. You know, my cousin, his daughter. It may be something that she's seen. And because I'm the kind of person that I have a lot of different interests, and you never know what could pique your interest. And children are so inquisitive, and they can teach us so many things. Because we'll tell them, go in your room and do X, Y, and Z. Yeah. She might be in her room coding. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't show, and now she's showing you something. And that's what it's about. Because I always say we exercise this. We exercise for drinking. We exercise with weights. Exercising this muscle, though. Yeah. Nothing works more.
It's the most important muscle we have, y'all. This one right here.
We have this one. Because when you exercise this one, there's no greater fulfillment. Because you know how it feels when you master something or learn something. Yeah. But when you like they say 10,000 hours, you master something. Yeah. But it could be as small as playing a video game. Right. And you know how we used to you had to learn codes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's original coding with playing them fucking Nintendo games. For him, it was an Atari. Either way. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of video games, I gotta beat Spider-Man and I gotta beat them. I haven't even played Miles Morales yet. You know what's crazy too? I got the Spider-Man one, y'all, the one that came out a couple years ago, the good one. I still ain't play it because I had to get an external hard drive just to play the game because you need so much free space. That's the thing with these new games, bro. Like real talk, if you don't have space on your system or an external hard drive to hold it, you can't play these shits. So you literally can't play them.
One thing that you just said real quick. There are still millions and millions and millions of people in the world who have no idea that there is another Spider-Man. All they know is Peter Parker. That's all they identify with.
Miles is that dude.
That's why you have to Learn Something podcast for different nuggets like that.
I need to check out Learn Something. It's sick. Yeah, it's really good.
It's talk about anything and everything: parenthood, fatherhood, financial, travel, anything that interests if it's a guest of mine, whatever they may be doing in their life, a comic spotlight, artist spotlight, a business spotlight, doesn't make a difference. Just anything where we can get someone's platform out and discuss information and learn different things.
Get someone's, whatever they're doing out there on your platform. But yeah, are you done with your commercial for your shit? Like, he's going on and on. Right on. But yeah, it's an awesome podcast. Check it out on Facebook Live. But look, man, this was a great episode. Right, thought it was a bet right quick, right? What is it? This was a great episode. It was just a bug flying around us all, G. This was a great episode. We had to get this in. I think since we got this little comfortable space here, you know what I'm saying? Because we've never done a show. I just moved here. If y'all remember our episodes last year when we were, in the Rona Chronicles and stuff, we were in, my old spot, smaller garage, different facility. We in a whole new spot now, new crib. So hopefully, if Coach like it, hopefully we can get some more off here and you go see us in the Buddha basement, like usual, But check out, let us know, y'all. Again, this show is for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We want to know, what sports you into, what basketball teams you into, what this you into, what that you into. You know what I'm saying? Who's your players? Hit us up on those socials. Let us know what you think. You know what I'm saying? We will talk about it. Shit, we'll talk about it on the show. You know what I'm saying? So holla at us. Let us know what you think. Yeah. So, yep, I had Phoenix in 7. I'll be super shocked if Phoenix can get this game off Tuesday night. I doubt it. Where you watching the game, man?
But I do know if Phoenix gets down big early, spanking.
You definitely can come over here if you want, or we can go to my spot that I go up to up the street. You might like them. Shout out to Privilege over here in Florissant, Missouri.
I might be at the Off 55 bar.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Jay.
Yeah, there you go. Probably going to be, we might be at All 55 watching it, you know what I'm saying? 518 Bates, St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? That's a dope spot as well. Privilege, if you're in North County, you know.
Matter of fact,
that's a dope spot. Florissant Valley.
Good chance I'm going to be on that.
Yeah, I feel you. Well,
I like the patio there. Very nice patio.
For real. But here's the thing. Privilege is down for the same thing. Plus, we might be doing some lives up there. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
We got family all over St. Louis.
We do. We love our family everywhere. Shout out to Legacy. Shout out to John Nix, Jay Nix. Them folks up there been doing it for 20 years, literally doing anything for the community. Shout out to Miss J for showing us love with all the time down at All 55. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, we about to get up out of here. You know, the music's, you know, kicking that music up, and, you know, time to close it on out. We love y'all. This was dope. Just want to, you know, we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna take care of it. Y'all be safe. You know what I'm saying? It's NBA Finals, man. It's been great so far. I love this finals. It's been real, no bubble. Everybody, you know, out there in them in those arenas. I wish these people would wear more masks. I don't understand you, Milwaukee, all y'all outside. I know y'all fear the deer, but you know, y'all fear masks. Like, throw a mask on or something. What is it? Coach, you got anything before we get up out of here?
NBA draft coming up. After last week.
Yeah, we're gonna be on it. You want to do an episode for it? I'll do an episode for it.
That earlier.
Oh yeah, you did. You said do a live. We ain't gonna have time to do a live. We could do it. We can do an event for it. We could do a show for it. Hey, watch out for that, yo. We gonna get an episode in for that. If we don't get one in, yo, for Coach Hill, for O the Great, yo, we love y'all. We out of here.
This butt that I'm under is really hurting me.
Yo, high off the glass. Wu-Tang. Yo, we out of here. Be safe, y'all.
Wow. WS.